In war, one side was often painted as the heroes above all others. True, this was largely due to the biases of the victors and the ingraining of certain views into the collective populace with the passage of time, but it was never entirely correct. Even in the darkest conflicts, good men fought with each and every faction. And again, well, depending on point of view, in A Song of Ice and Fire, there was at least one such man on the side most generally viewed as enemy. This man was Addam Marbrand. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Exploring Fiction. A loyal Western knight, Sir Addam Marbrand never wavered in his loyalty or resolve for the side he believed to be right. Just as the proud lords of other factions backed their respective kings, he stood beside his childhood friends and fellow bannermen to support the crown. For his dedication and service, Addam ascended the ranks, and along the way proved that wars were not as transparent as the annals of history would have men believe. So, who exactly is Addam Marbrand, and why is he such an interesting character? Let's explore. Addam Marbrand was born on an undetermined year to Lord Damon Marbrand of Ashmark and his wife. He grew up a close friend to Sir Jaime Lannister, and could thus be assumed to be of near age to the Kingslayer. Little was disclosed of Addam's past, save that he served as a page at Casterly Rock and was the heir to his father's seat at Ashmark. At an unrevealed time, Addam was knighted, becoming Sir Addam of House Marbrand. He was renowned for his loyalty toward the West, and eventually rose to become one of Lord Tywin Lannister's most trusted bannermen. Addam was a lanky man, with hair the tone of copper that hung to his shoulders. Due to his personality and prowess, he was trusted by superiors and inferiors alike, making him a strong leader of military forces. Into battle, he wore bronze armor, with the burning tree insignia of his house upon his breastplate. While at first he wore cloaks of grey or bronze, he later opted instead for the gold cloak, for which he became even more well known as commander of the City Watch of the capital of Westeros itself. Sir Addam first appears in A Song of Ice and Fire in A Game of Thrones. Following the arrest of Tyrion Lannister at the hands of Lady Catelyn Stark in the Riverlands, Lord Tywin Lannister rouses his bannermen in preparation for retaliation. Not only is Addam amongst them, but he commands the Outriders of the Western Force, and spends the majority of his time and effort tracking the young wolf Robb Stark as he descends south. Addam is then tasked with harrying and distracting the Northern Force, while Tywin commands the bulk of his army, and Sir Marbrand and his men pester their foes around the Riverlands. Again at Tywin's command, Addam leads the right flank of the Lannister force in the Battle of the Green Fork, where they are emphatically victorious. However, this victory is bittersweet, as Addam learns from his captives that Robb has crossed at the Twins and taken back his mother's home of Riverrun. In his war council following two major defeats, at one of which Addam's close friend Sir Jaime Lannister was captured, Tywin debates his next actions. Addam bats aside the notion of forming a truce with their enemies, and instead counsels to march upon their foes. Ultimately, Tywin decides to take up residence at Harrenhal, but the work of Sir Addam and his Outriders is far from over. They continue to scour the countryside, collecting information and pestering their enemies wherever and whenever possible. In A Clash of Kings, Addam is once again present, though to a lesser extent. He is adored by the resident women of Harrenhal, and has gained even more favor amongst the other men of his lordship's host. Addam is forced back by Edmure Tully at the Battle of the Fords, as is Tywin, and along with his liege, pivots instead to King's Landing to stymie Stannis Baratheon in his attempt to take the capital. Tywin, Addam, and the rest of their army arrive at the opportune moment to overtake their foe and win the Battle of the Blackwater. Once again, Addam Marbrand proves his worth in combat, and is even personally recognized in the ceremonies afterward by King Joffrey Baratheon. The position of Addam Marbrand in the political and social spheres continues to rise in A Storm of Swords. After his heroics at the Blackwater, he is dubbed by Lord Tywin himself as commander of the City Watch, donning the utmost gold cloak, along with an ornate breastplate hued the color of coal. Immediately, he is faced with new challenges, different from those of a warring commander. Addam struggles to scrape together the funds to pay his men, but due to the heightened tensions in the city, is unable to relieve any of their duties. What's more, he is ordered to break the knees of any men who deserted during the Blackwater, and cast them out to live the rest of their days as beggars on the streets. After the suspicious death of King Joffrey Baratheon at the boy's own wedding, Sir Addam and his gold cloaks take many suspects into custody, and the commander himself is tasked with guarding Tyrion Lannister as the imp stands trial. As the men of the Kingsguard are all inclined to testify against Tyrion, Addam Marbrand is the next closest man in the Crown's army who can be trusted to guard such a reviled suspect, and he does so without issue. Around this same time, the imp's brother, Sir Jaime Lannister, returns to King's Landing, but he is much worse for wear. The Kingslayer is missing a hand, a consequence of his encounter with Zolo and the brave companions, and the man is robbed of his greatest strength in an instant. Jaime previously yearned to give up, but through some coaxing, some dreaming, and some reinvigoration, decides he must learn to duel left-handed. However, his partner cannot be one who will spread the word of the Kingslayer's weakness far. As such, Jaime chooses Sir Addam as his sparring partner, as the men have known each other since they were small. Addam routinely defeats Jaime, but the pair continues to practice through the Kingslayer's diminished prowess. The most recent appearance of Sir Addam Marbrand in the narrative is in the fourth novel, A Feast for Crows. He, along with his gold cloaks, stands guard during the funeral of Lord Tywin Lannister, and scours the city for Rugen, the jailer suspected in aiding the escape of the imp. He and the gold cloaks are of course unsuccessful in this venture, and instead shift their focus to maintaining the safety of King Tommen. However, as unstable as King's Landing may be, the rest of Westeros is nearly as dangerous. Addam is called upon by Sir Jaime himself to accompany the Kingslayer to resolve the remaining conflicts in the Riverlands, and so rides forth with Sir Ilyn Payne, leaving the gold cloaks behind. Jaime soon replaces him with the mute King's Justice as a sparring partner, but Addam does not grow bitter. Nor does he reveal Jaime's secret, displaying the depth of his loyalty. Instead, Sir Marbrand shifts his focus to the packs of wolves harrying his Outriders, and believes Lord Beric Dondarrion and his merry band are still at large and leading the raids. And for the rest of the narrative, Addam remains a close confidant and counselor of Sir Jaime, assisting in settling the disputes of the Riverlands and working to bring stability to such an imbalanced and anarchical realm. Sir Addam Marbrand has been a loyal Western man since before his ascension to knighthood. Friendly with Sir Jaime since his days spent under the watch of the Lannisters, Addam proves himself worthy, time and time again, to meet and exceed whatever expectations they cast upon him. From a prominent member of the council in Lord Tywin's army, to commander of the City Watch, to confidant of the Kingslayer himself, Sir Marbrand shows his worth over and over. Yet, he is not a pawn, like so many others under the sway of the Crown's forces. He does not bow and stoop at his liege lord's feet, sniveling and begging for any favor he can garner. No, Addam instead carries out the commands placed upon him diligently and almost always to a high standard. He is an ideal example of a man all lords wish to have in their service. While other lords, knights, and prominent officials of the Seven Kingdoms often become corrupted, hungry for power, or overambitious, Addam is none of these things. While he prefers the open field of battle to the barracks of the City Watch, he dons the gold cloak and serves admirably. When he is called upon to resolve the chaos of the Riverlands, Addam does not hesitate to accompany his childhood friend. And maybe even greater still, when Sir Jaime entrusts Addam with the secret of his faltering combat ability, Sir Marbrand shows himself once again to be a trustworthy man to the utmost degree. Even those considered good by many in the War of the Five Kings have within their ranks lesser individuals, proving the political landscape of Westeros murkier than it may seem. So while it can be easy to view one or more sides in the war as traditionally evil, Addam Marbrand displays the traits of a hero, or at the least, a respectable man. No matter the color of his cloak, no matter his station in the field, no matter his position on the Council of War, Addam Marbrand displayed invaluable traits as a knight. He was utilized as a source of wisdom and counsel, relied upon to be a leader of men, and chosen to bear a heavy secret, and he failed at none of these tasks. Addam was never the most prestigious, nor memorable Westerman, but he was a dependable warrior and friend. He was trusted by the liege lords to which he answered, and the men who answered to him in equal measure, and for understandable reason. In a clouded age of deception and betrayal, Sir Addam Marbrand proved the existence of heroes on all sides. So, that's all for this video. Leave a comment with your thoughts, I'd love to hear them. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new here, I'd love to have you. Visit my website russellawellsauthor.com for exclusive reviews, fiction, and more. And sign up for my mailing list for free exclusive content. The links for both are in the description below. And, like always, I will see you next time.